Hello there, you ravishing person you. This is Chris from TechSpert, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Asus ROG Phone 2 gaming handset. And what a bloody box it is as well. So the ROG Phone 2 will cost from €1,200 when it hits Europe later in 2019, and as you'd expect from a premium gamer's smartphone, there are a buttload of optional accessories that you can buy to enhance your gaming experience. And if you're absolutely minted, you can actually buy your ROG Phone 2 with those accessories, all bundled in this lovely travel suitcase. You can take them wherever you roam. Alright, so let's get this bad boy open. Now first of all, as you can see, it's got a proper combination lock. Let's hope that the combination's all the zeros. Yes, otherwise this would have been the shortest unboxing ever. And there you have it. Oh gosh. This is like a gaming geek's wet dream right here. Lovely stuff. So starting up here at the top, we've got, of course, the ROG Phone 2 itself with a nice little sticker there. Cheers, Asus PRs. Very funky box. I'm loving that. Look at that. I mean, it looks like an event all in itself. I feel like I'm going to pull it open and it's just going to be like green glowing crystals inside or something. Anyway, we'll check that out in a bit. Let's check out the rest of the accessories you get. Boop. Oh, Jesus. One of my favourite accessories for the ROG Phone 2 is the kunai gamepad. You can use this in a couple of different forms, like a standard Bluetooth gamepad, or you can actually connect it to the ROG Phone 2, kind of similar to the Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch, for a much more comfortable all-in-one experience. We've also got a mobile desktop dock in order to dock it to a keyboard and a mouse if you want to play a bit of the likes of PubG with that sort of setup. And then last up, you've got the WeGig Display Dock Plus combo as well. The WeGig Display Dock basically just allows you to stream your gaming session direct to your TV, as a kind of similar to a home console experience if you want to be a bit more sociable. Now for the bottom side, I'm going to be a bit more careful with this strap because it's a little bit violent. Now the Twin View dock is a very interesting accessory. Obviously you had the Twin View dock for the original ROG Phone as well. This just adds a second screen to your ROG Phone 2, so you can, for instance, watch a YouTube playthrough as you're playing the game, so you can help to beat it. Also got a bit of case action on the go as well. This is actually an NFC case. You slap your ROG Phone 2 in there, detects that it's on there, and actually lights up the LED logo on the back, and has a separate special edition skin as well. Very funky stuff. And then last up, it looks like a handy little carry case, which I guess is good if you want to carry the ROG Phone 2 and some of the accessories about without actually lugging it around in a massive full-size suitcase. So yeah, plenty of little compartments and pouches for all of your various accessories and whatever other bits you want to carry around, perhaps an energy bar or two so you can keep gaming all night long. I mean, check it out, you can even strap it around your waist so you never have to let it out of your sight. Sexy times. Now I've actually been hands-on with all of those accessories at the official Asus ROG Phone 2 launch over in Taiwan, so go check out that video for all you need to know about those bits. Now let's just concentrate on the actual phone itself. So it looks like you just basically yank on this end and there we have it, and there we go, there's the phone itself in all of its glory. ROG Phone 2. I'm not actually sure how to get it out without tearing this box to bits. It's kind of a puzzle game in itself. Hopefully all will become clear. Oh, we've got another bit that sort of slides out here. This is, I'm assuming, the chargers and everything. You actually get the AeroActive Cooler 2 accessory bundled in there as well, which is great to see. That just slips around the back of the ROG Phone 2, helps to keep it extra cool and also moves some of the port to a more convenient location. And then of course there's the phone itself, if I can actually manage to tempt it out of its little holster, because I don't want to rip the box because the box is lovely. There we go. So we've got the phone and the active air cooler, and then inside of here, what wonders await. Well, first up, you get a bit of a protective case, which is definitely handy because obviously the Asus ROG Phone 2 is a rather expensive piece of kit. So slap this on it and it just adds a bit of extra protection to those corners and edges. And of course, if you slap it on, you'll see that the lights of that LED logo still perfectly visible, so you'll still be able to make full use of that. And it doesn't cover up that vent either, so that'll just help to expel all that hot air when you're doing a serious, intensive gaming session. You also get a little pouch which feels like it's very full of documentation. Yeah, so warranty shenanigans, a user guide which is probably thicker than most Stephen King novels. That's only because it's in every language known to man, so there's only a few pages of English, thankfully. And of course, Porky Pin device, you can actually get your SIM in there. Great stuff. And what else do you get inside of here? Of course, the 3-pin charger. Get your Type-C charging cable, and it's got this lovely fabric finish to it as well, so it should hopefully be anti-tangle and also nice and tough as well. And is that it? Oh no, it looks like there's something else in here as well. So you've got a foot stand. which, as you can see there, you can attach to the AeroActive cooler, and it actually stands up the device. So if you just peel this bit off and just stick this on here, and then just stick on the AeroActive cooler, and then hopefully, ta-da, perfect. So great news if you want to do a bit of hands-free gaming, you're going to use Bluetooth, joypads, something like that, or if you just want to kick back and watch a bit of Netflix or something. Lovely stuff. So that right there is what you get in the ROG Phone 2 box. But let's actually turn our attention to the sexy device itself. So it is a bit of a beast. As you can see there, clearly, quite obviously, a gaming smartphone from the very funky design. It is actually glass back and front, nice bit of Gorilla Glass 6 up front as well, so nice and tough, with a bit of aluminium banding to separate the two as well. And you can pick it up in either a glossy or a matte finish here on the back. As you can see, this is the more matte version, so thankfully Touchwood seems to be pretty resistant to scuffs and greasy prints and all that jazz. I've got actually slapped on a little bit of labeling as well, so it makes my job nice and easy. As you can see there, you've got your external vent there for the 3D vapor coolant chamber to expel all of that super hot air when you're gaming. Nice bit of 48 megapixel array camera backed by an ultra wide angle lens as well. It's actually the same camera hardware as found on the Asus Zenfone 6, one of the biggest smartphone surprises of 2019. The only difference is it can't flip around to the front to be used as the selfie camera as well. But go check out my Zenfone 6 camera review for all you need to know about that bad boy. And of course, you've got your Republic of Gamers branding on there and a bit of LED light up logo action too, which can be used for notifications and stuff like that. That's the rest of the design, where you actually get a 3.5mm headphone jack down below, which is great to see. You got your power volume rocker over on this side, and then on this edge here, you actually get the little dock pull-out tab, so you just yank out that little rubbery bit, and then that's what you use to slap on the AeroActive accessory. Just slides on in like so, clamps shut, great stuff. And as I mentioned before, it moves the headphone port and the USB port down to the bottom of the phone, which is great news if you want to charge it up while you're gaming, so the cables can stick out here instead of at the side, so you don't have to worry about it getting in the way of your hands. And don't worry about losing this little rubbery tip thing either, because I saw a couple of spare ones bundled in the box as well, which is great. So let's see if we've got any juice in the tank, and then we can explore the rest of the specs, the hardware, the software. Yep, looking good. Oh, nice dramatic beginning. So let's go. Let's get the ROG Phone 2 all set up. There's a bit of friendly advice there. Don't go shoving the cable into that side port. That's definitely not a hole that is a goal. You might have noticed as well that it started in dark mode, which is one of the features available in that ZenUI, which is great stuff. Now, of course, on the ROG Phone 2, you've got a number of different security methods, including an in-display fingerprint sensor and a bit of face recognition as well. Let's just set up that in-display fingerprint sensor. It's a simple optical sensor, so as with most fingerprint sensors, it'll just take a 2D image of your print, and then it'll use that to verify your identity when you want to unlock the smartphone. And another feature that you can immediately set up is the air triggers. Now, these are pressure sensitive hotspots on the top edge of this phone here. They basically work like triggers on a gamepad, and they'll give you full haptic feedback and everything as well. So as you can see there, you can customize them with the level of force required to actually activate the triggers. So let's just stick with the original one for now and see how that goes. So the last stage of the setup of the ROG Phone 2 is really nice addition, is the fact that you can actually choose which UI you get on the ROG Phone 2. You can stick with the Republic of Gamers overlay, which is obviously quite gamer-centric, or you can go for the classic ZenUI overlay, which is a much more stock version of Android sort of feel to it. Don't stress if you're not entirely happy with your choice though, because as you can see there, you can just change it in the My Themes section later on. Let's just stick with ROG for now. And there we are, all done and dusted. So it's just applying that theme. There we go. We have it, of course, nice bit of ROG wallpaper and everything on the go. The icons and everything, of course, obviously very clearly heavily influenced there as well. And of course, you've got this lovely dark mode theming as well, which I absolutely adore. Is great stuff. So I'm going to finish up by having a run through the specs and what makes the ROG Phone 2 special, just in case you don't already know. So first up, you get a 6.59-inch AMOLED display. It's Full HD Plus resolution, and it runs at 120 Hz. It supports 120 Hz anyway. You can, of course, change that in the settings. So as you can see there, it's stuck at 60 Hz by default, being boosted all the way up to the maximum 120 Hz for a nice smooth finish for your supported games and apps, and that will kill the battery life a little bit faster. And a bit of 240 Hz touch sampling rate supported as well. So basically you get an instant response when you're using touch controls while you're gaming. You've got full support for 10-bit HDR as well, so a nice realistic contrast and colors, and it can actually upscale SDR content to HDR level as well. And you also get a stereo speaker setup, two front-facing speakers. The audio is directed right at your face, and when I went hands-on with this in Taiwan, the stereo effect is actually really clear. It comes through really nicely. Let's just boost up the level of the volume here.
With the first one. Time to nut up or shut up.
So as you can hear there, very, very loud volume, certainly plenty of power on there. You get full DTS:X Ultra support on there too, great stuff. And also on the audio front, if you're going to be playing online and you want to be chatting with your buddies or merely ripping the piss out of them, then you've got a quad mic set up so your voice comes through nice and clear. You've got one up top here, you've got one here on this edge, and then finally you've got two down below as well. So a nice crisp clear voice pickup. So you've got gaming features such as the Armory Crate, which is basically your hub for all of your gaming activities. It allows you to set up the hardware and also launch your device with various settings. I'll go through that in depth in my full PubG test here on the Asus ROG Phone 2, so stay tuned for that for an in-depth look at all of those gaming features. And of course, as you would expect from a gaming smartphone, the Asus ROG Phone 2 packs plenty of performance. This is the world's first Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus smartphone, so it packs even more power than that original 855, which, let's face it, was already a bit of a beast. Backed by 12 gigs of RAM as well, you can expect silky smooth performance no matter what you're up to. Again, stay tuned for that full PubG test with the ROG Phone 2, which should be going live about the same sort of time as this unboxing. And touch wood, the ROG Phone 2 should prove perfectly fine for battery life as well. Even if you're going to be gaming on it all day, it's got a 6,000 milliamp cell in there, which is absolutely ridiculously, horrendously huge. And it supports 30-watt fast charging as well, so hopefully Asus reckons you'll be back up to full power from zero in about 90 minutes, which is pretty solid, again, considering that crazy capacity. And to finish off the specs, of course, you've got a choice of storage, depending on which model you get. The Ultimate Edition has 1 terabyte. This is the 500 gigabyte model, and I believe you can pick it up in 256 as well. So there you have it. There is the ROG Phone 2 in all of its glory. As I say, I will be diving into the performance, the battery life, and some of those gaming features a bit more in depth in my ROG Phone 2 PubG Mobile test. So go check that out for an even closer look at some of the skills of this thing. I've got my full accessories roundup hands-on as well, live right now, so go check that out for more on that. And thanks for watching, everyone. Are you tempted by the ROG Phone 2? Definitely be great to hear your thoughts down below. Personally, I think it is the ultimate gaming handset right now. If you demand the absolute best of the best in terms of the performance, you've obviously got a crazy good battery life and insane support from the accessories as well. It's definitely looking like a bit of a blinder. So yeah, don't forget to poke, subscribe and ding that notifications bell, and I'll see you next time. Cheers everyone, love you!